Sometimes we might want to know what is purposeful engagement, or some call it productive persistence. Well, we know we've seen videos and we've read articles that tell us what it is, but how do we go about teaching these concepts? One of the things that you might do is watch how I tried to show my grandson how to ride a bike using the ideas of purposeful engagement. This video will be in 3 parts. In the first part, I'd like you to notice that we started halfway down the hill. Purpose for that, of course, was that we wanted to build confidence with low stakes. High reward, low stakes. And the reason that we were on the hill rather than on the driveway right away is I think people by nature are afraid of concrete but not afraid of falling on the grass. The other thing that you'll notice is that I'm taking advantage of some of the things that we know about physics, and one of them is that a bicycle that's going fast is much easier to maneuver than one that is going slow. So we add that speed element right away. The other thing that you'll notice is his grandma gives him some encouragement as he's riding down the hill. So why don't we watch this first portion of the video and see how to ride a bike using purposeful engagement. Now, if you'll notice, I'm sure you noticed while we were shooting the video that the first time down the hill he went a certain distance. But what I was paying attention to was his fear factor, and the fear factor wasn't there, and so that's why we said to go all the way from the top of the hill. You can tell he wasn't worried because he made the crack about Wisconsin being so big, and that's how far he was going to ride his bike. For the second part of the video, first off, the sound quality is kind of poor because the neighbors at the time were fixing up their house. They were running a saw of some kind. And the funny thing is that while that was happening, neither I nor my wife noticed that it was happening. You'll hear Uriah make a remark about the annoying sound. So I'm going to be muting the sound for the first part, but you'll be able to see in the subtitles what is being said. The other thing that I would like you to pay attention to is, now that we've built some confidence, it seems like it's time to try riding on the driveway and then down onto the street. A couple things happened while we were doing that show how to do purposeful engagement. One of them is that the teacher wasn't concentrating on the product but on the person. Very important that you pay attention to whom you're trying to teach rather than the final results, because if you notice I even said some comment like, next time let's try to keep it on the road. It wasn't important that he wasn't necessarily following the road. Another thing to pay attention to is, and I didn't even notice it, but students have the ability to celebrate individual success. As we turn around on the second time, notice him jumping up in the air. I didn't notice it, his grandma didn't notice it. I think it's hilarious that he was ready for the next stage. So why don't you watch this second section on the on the driveway, and watch how productive persistence or purposeful engagement works. For the last part of the video, this all took place in the course of, 5 or 6 minutes. But I want you to notice that the process is ready to progress at the rate that the learner is ready, not that the teacher is ready. Would have it taken longer? I don't know. We did it exactly the way he's capable of doing. It was my grandson, not my child, and so I might have treated it differently if it had been my child. I might have said, suck it up, Buttercup, you can deal with this. But then you'll notice as we go down the street, I'm following along behind, making sure no catastrophe happens. But truth be told, I don't think I could have prevented it anyway. But then you'll see him turning around and riding bike back up the hill. So that's how to ride a bike using purposeful encouragement, or how to teach people how to productively persist, to make it so that the learning is their own, so that they have that confidence that comes from knowing I can do this. Thank you.